The NBA is back, and we've got 6 good matchups to try and predict and win $50,000. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Jason Mattis with Winning Bets. Thanks for hanging out with me on this episode. That's right, the NBA back after the All-Star break, and over on the Fox Bet Super 6 app, we can win $50,000. We can correctly predict 6 NBA games on the slate. You guys remember how this goes. 3 points if you can get the winner right, an additional 2 points if you can get the win margin right. That'll get you 30 points, and that'll get you $50,000. If nobody can do it, whoever can get the most points right will still take away a guaranteed $1,000 prize. As always, I look at stats relevant to the whole season, but always really just focus in on what have these teams been doing recently, and that's in the last 10 games, so that's what the numbers will speak of in the last 10 games. Let's jump on into it and break down tonight's NBA slate. All right, the first matchup here is the Pistons versus the Hornets. Look, the slight edge here to the Hornets. They're going to be the better team, at least offensively. They shoot the ball about 3 percentage points better from field goal percentage. They're about 5 percentage points better from the three-point arc. And then they get more of their points in the paint. They're getting about 7 more points in the paint. It evens out a little bit on the defense. They're both allowing 46 and 45 field goal percentage. They're allowing 37, 36 three-point field goal percentage, and they're both roughly allowing the same amount of points in the paint. Both of these teams' net rating is in the negative, and that's taking their offensive rating against the defensive rating and getting the net rating, and both of them are in the -2 range. Rebounding edge, the Hornets will get a few more rebounds per game. It won't be anything dramatic, but yeah, I think at the end of the day, the Hornets will grab a few more boards. In overall, Hornets are at home. They're the better team. They've got the better offense. They've got better playmakers. Really, for the Pistons, really only have to stop Grant, and you can really shut down that team for the most part. So yeah, give me the Hornets at home on the home court. I'll go and say Hornets win the game by 5-6. Next matchup we got here is the Celtics and the Nets. Offensively speaking, Nets are significantly better. They're shooting the ball about 3 percentage points better from field goal range, but they're about 8 percentage points better at three-point field goal range. Not getting as many points in the paint, but they're only getting about 2 less points in the paint, so just as competitive there in the restricted area and in the paint. Defensively speaking, it evens out. Both of them are allowing 46 field goal percentage, 37 three-point field goal percentage, and both of them roughly allow the same amount of points in the paint. The huge difference, massive difference in these teams is net rating. The net rating for the Celtics is at plus 0.6. The Nets in their last 10 is at plus 15.3, which ranks second best in the NBA. They're really getting it done. Rebounding edge, there is not going to be a rebounding edge in this game. What this game is going to come down to is the Nets are number 1 in shooting the three ball over the last 10 games, and the Celtics are the third worst defensive team at defending the three-point in the last 10 games. That's where it's going to come down. If the Nets are having any success from three-point range and making buckets from the arc, this game could get ugly actually for the Celtics if they're really on point from the three-pointers. But I'll just say they have a decently good night from three-pointers. They're able to take advantage of their offensive advantage that they're going to have over the Celtics. Give me the Nets winning this game by 7 to 8 points. The next one we got here is the Knicks and the Bucks, and I got to admit, when I looked at these, this matchup, at least from a naming perspective, I certainly said, all right, well, Bucks will win this game. It's a matter of how much, but boy, these teams are about even, and then the Knicks do things better than the Bucks, including shooting the ball better, about 1 percentage point better, shooting the ball from 3 about 7 percentage points better. They're getting 2 less points per game from the paint, so no big difference there. Defensively, the Knicks are a little bit better. They're allowing 1 less percentage point better on field goal percentage. They allow about 1 to 2 percentage points better from 3, and then they allow less points in the paint, about 4 less points in the paint. So yeah, this Knicks team is actually better. Their net rating is at plus 3.6 as opposed to plus 0.6 for the Bucks. Rebounding edge will also go to the Knicks. So I'm going to say the Bucks win this game, but this is definitely the difference that I made on my wife's entry. I think the Knicks maybe can pull out here, come out here with an upset, do I say? So go ahead though on this entry, give me Bucks win the game by 5-6. Bucks will win the game by 5-6. I definitely like the Knicks though in that spot. Boy, they do a lot better than the Bucks there. Some of those stats, but I just think after the All-Star home court, I think the Bucks can pull it out. But I do think that game will be close. All right, the next matchup here we got is the 76ers and the Bulls. This one's been foiled a little bit by Embiid and Simmons have both been announced that they're going to go ahead and miss that game. So stats were kind of leaning towards the Bulls, but you always know how good the 76ers are. But yeah, the other two best players, I think the Bulls can win this matchup. They're better on offense, better shooting the ball. overall from the field goal percentage. 76ers are better from three-point field goal percentage, and the Bulls are getting about 9 more points per game in the paint. From the defensive, it's pretty easy, pretty even. Field goal percentage is 46-47. Three-point field goal percentage is 37-39 or 37-36. And then the opponent's points in the paint. The Bulls are actually last in points in the paint. The 76ers are about average. But yeah, you're able to that's the advantage that the 76ers had going into this game, is in the paint. They could get to the Bulls area, and then Embiid is not in this game, which is obviously their best, attacking option in the paint. So they're not even going to be able to go against what the Bulls' big weakness is going into this game. Net rating, 76ers are better, 2.1. as opposed to 0.6 there for the Bulls. But yeah, this one to me comes down to the stars of the 76ers are out. They're not going to be able to punish the defensive issues that the Bulls are going to bring to the table. Go ahead and give me the Bulls win this game by 5-6. The next matchup here we got is Mavs and Thunder. Don't let the Mavs be on the back of the bag scare you from here. The Mavs are a better team. They're better offensively, shooting the ball about 5 percentage points better from field goal percentage, 3 percentage points better from three-point, getting a touch more points in the paint. Defensively, they're about even, 45-46 field goal percentage, 36-36 three-point field goal percentage, and allowing roughly the same amount of points in the paint. But yeah, I mean, the big advantage here is going to be net rating. Net rating for the Mavs is at +5. For the Thunder, it's -5.4. So, yeah, big advantage there are going to go to the Mavs in the net rating. And then they're just better offensively. I know they played, obviously, Wednesday night. I don't know how, coming out of the All-Star break, the NBA throws a team immediately in a back-to-back. But, yeah, I'm not worried about the Mavs playing in the back-to-back. They'll be ready to go against this Thunder team, a Thunder team that they should be able to handle on the road. Give me the Mavs winning this game by 3 to 4 points. And then the last game they give us here is the Warriors and the Clippers. Pretty even matchup here, large in part. The Clippers maybe will have an advantage on the offensive side. They've got more star powers, so that's why the numbers lean their way. They shoot the ball better, about 2 percentage points better, about 5 percentage points better from three. They're getting less points in the paint. They don't really have any inside presence, not really like the Warriors do. They do now that Looney and Wiseman are back. Wiseman is, I think, questionable for this game, but man, the Clippers really have no inside presence at all. They're doing it all with jump shots and, three-pointers. Defensively, though, it's pretty even. It's 46-47 field goal percentage, 37-37 three-point field goal percentage, and the Clippers are allowing more points in the paint. I think the Warriors can take advantage of that if they have Wiseman playing. Wiseman is coming off the bench now. He's the better big man as opposed to Wiseman and Looney. If Wiseman ends up playing, boy, the Warriors may be able to steal one here. They may be able to punish the Clippers' defensive issues there on the inside, but I think the Clippers will have too much at home. They've got the star power. Go ahead and give me Clippers winning this game by 3 to 4 points. All right, that's how we're doing it this week. Go ahead and hit that like button if I've helped you. And as always, I wish you good luck on your picks, and I hope you can win that $50,000. And we'll see you on the next contest. Thanks for watching this episode of Winning Bets. I'm Jason Mattis. I'll see you again when we are celebrating the wins and making more winning bets. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more winning bets.